Right then, LMP3 at Fuji. What a little circuit this is. Let's crack on with it. Right then, fast lap done and dusted, and definitely a track of two halves. The first is very flowing and very nice, and the other half is quite awkward. But anyway, the rules tab for you, always read this. You better maximize your track limits here and know where the off tracks and slowdowns are. Info tab, we are using the fixed iRacing setup, track temp of 92 Fahrenheit, and we're on a moderate usage of 44% is what I always use. Now the lap I'm actually going to show you is lap 22, which is a 137.843. So I did a 37.88 and then a 37.84, so a little bit quicker. So 37.8, I think where I'm sitting. If I can nip into the low 37s, I think that'll be a better lap time personally. But I'm wondering if the open session, particularly with that last selector, will be into the 36s. Now, if you do get stuck on GT4 in that last sector, it is going to hurt a lot. Most places you'll have to follow them through the corner and then get them on the exit through here. The straights won't be an issue because the LMP3 is much faster. But this circuit, the last sector, is going to be very tricky. So be careful with that. We're limited on grip ourselves, and then we've got a GT4 to deal with as well if you're in the open session. If you're in the fixed session, not a problem. Just look out for spinners and things like that. Should be pretty good racing around here. I do like it. Slipstream's kind of okay in this thing once you get like 0.4 behind the car in front. But yeah, otherwise not too bad. Just be careful of that last sector. It is super tricky. Otherwise, what else do I show you? Discord links are down below, where the OLAP, BLAP, telemetry and replay file will all be in there for you. And also Garage61, which is an online telemetry tool. I use that as well, so you can compare my laps against yours. Not affiliate with them, just think a really nice idea. Otherwise, enough me waffling. Let's crack on with it. Right then, the massive start-finish straight is, you can see it on the track map here there on the top left, stupidly long, but it takes a while to get down there. But anyway, we are looking for a braking point, and it is way before, maybe 2 or 3 car lengths before the 100 and the start of the curb here on the left-hand side. Braking a nice heavy straight line, and as you start want to turn in, really bleed off the brakes. You want maximum cornering ability. Try and kill that bollard. Don't actually kill it because you're getting off track, but try and get close as you can to it. And be careful of the curb on the exit as well. It is quite bumpy and it can send the car into a spin. Don't do that. Otherwise, turn 3 is actually quite fun down here. So we're braking just before the 50 board, and I normally go at 5th or 4th, depending on what you feel fancy. But I found 5th understeers wide, and it isn't like turn 1 this. This curb is very bumpy, and if you do go too far wide, you can get an off track as well, so be cautious around here. This long turn 4 and turn 5, so around the first half, want to be absolutely flat out, and then you want to stay sort of mid to right hand side of the circuit, and then bring the car back to hit this apex right here. We can cut it quite a lot, which is nice, and it also benefits us because it doesn't push us too far wide. At this point, you want to be aiming for just under the advertisement marker here at the curbing, and then you want to turn at this point. Brake nice and easy through here. It's downhill, so it can lock up quite easily. Little tickle with the apex, do not get that sausage curb, and get a nice smooth application of throttle on exit to really maximize your exit down into the hairpin. Now, that's the good half of the circuit done. Now for the tricky half. So this hairpin is very awkward. So the braking markers over on the right hand side of that service road, just as we pass it. Brake in a nice heavy straight line. Again, don't lock a tyre and be careful of dive bombs. You see, I could take more curve through here, but it is a little bit bumpy, so I'll probably want to be nearer to apex, but don't cut it too much. This little corner is very, very awkward. Big compromise because we want to just get a smooth application of throttle here. Do not run over this curve there and that the yellow sausage curve. It will destroy you. Bring the car over to the left-hand side now, accelerating up the gears, and then as the grass ends here on the left-hand side, you want to start braking. Again, nice and easy because we're not really going fast enough for the aero. Try and kill that bollard again. You can cut this corner. Do not get on throttle too early because you rule one wide and hit those yellow sausage curbs again, so be cautious. Stick to the curve on the left-hand side, and as the curving ends about here, let the car drift wide. Very, very gentle braking through here. Do not lock a tyre. You see I lock a tyre on the left front here a little bit, and I missed the apex, so bear that in mind. It is so easy to do. Really gentle through there. It's not too bad for lap time, but it's where you can lose a lot of lap time, so bear that in mind. Last corner is a little so-and-so. So that little white marker over there, we're aiming for that, braking in a straight line, and then as we get to it, ease off the brakes and then gently coast it into the corner on the steering. As soon as you see this apex appear, open up the steering, get a late apex on that corner, and be cautious of exit as well because there is more yellow sausage curbs. That corner is so vital to get a good exit out of because otherwise you lose literally like 4/10 down this straight. It is ridiculous. It is so important for lap time and so awkward. If you don't have triple monitors, you are going to struggle around there, so be cautious around there. But otherwise, that's us done and dusted in a 137.843. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this week. I don't mind Fuji too much. That last sector, as I mentioned, is absolutely, well, it's horrible to be honest. But yeah, fingers crossed we'll see what happens. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. If this did help you out, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.